I will give away the vast majority of my money. It's my full-time focus for the rest of my life.
Every time I lost, I just did a deep dive into the reason why we lost.
Und wenn Menschen bei uns in Europa angekommen sind, dann finde ich, haben sie ein Recht darauf, menschlich behandelt zu werden.
When the big names talk, they talk to us.
Live from the Israel-Gaza border, I'm Mark Lowen. This is BBC News. Washington approves $30 million of funding for a controversial US and Israeli-backed group set up to deliver aid in Gaza. Iran acknowledges that serious damage was done to its nuclear facilities during the US and Israeli bombings.
And I'm Luxmy Gopal in London with your other main stories this hour. A massive climb down. The Prime Minister caves in to Labour rebels over changes to the benefits system. And a Norfolk teenager becomes the first patient in Europe to receive a potential cure for a rare immune disorder.
Hello and a very warm welcome to BBC News. I'm Mark Lowen. We are broadcasting today a special close to the Israeli-Gaza border on the daily struggle for food and aid deliveries there in Gaza, with near daily reports of killings by Israeli forces and other militias in Gaza as people queue for aid. Well, meanwhile, the US government has now promised that they are giving $30 million to a controversial US and Israeli-backed aid foundation called the Gaza Humanitarian Fund. It is a body that was set up to replace the United Nations aid delivery on the ground, which Israel has banned. Well, it is the first known direct US funding for the group. The GHF, backed by armed US contractors and Israeli groups, has been operating in the Strip since the end of May, following an 11-week aid blockade by Israel. On Tuesday, the UN said more than 400 Palestinians had been killed in recent weeks by the Israeli military while people were trying to collect food. Let me just show you where we are, because the Gaza border is just over there, just up the road. We've just been stopped here by the side of the road because there is an Israeli military checkpoint, which of course we are not allowed to show you, and we can't go any further than this. We will be broadcasting throughout the day here on BBC News from various sites along the crossing to bring into focus the Gaza story, which has been somewhat out of the media spotlight during the Israel and Iran war. Let us turn first of all this hour to our Gaza correspondent Rushdie Abu-Alouf, who is monitoring the situation from Cairo. Rushdie, hi there. Just give us the latest on the casualty figures over the last 24 hours.
Yes, about 23 people were killed since midnight. 4 of them are near the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation in Rafah, that we just got some report about 4 people were killed there. Earlier, there was 3 people were killed in near another center in central Gaza near Netzarim settlement. And in the last hour or so, we have 10 people killed in an airstrike in Gaza City near a school sheltering people. So in total, like today and yesterday, over 70 people altogether were killed, many of them near the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation centers.
Rushdie, give us a sense of what is happening with the power vacuum in certain areas of Gaza, because there are different armed groups now that are filling that vacuum and also taking over in areas which were previous Hamas strongholds. So if you could just explain the picture as far as that is concerned.
Well, look, before the war between Iran and Israel started, I was able to speak to a significant officer in Gaza, very high up level officer. He said Hamas lost 80% of its capability to control Gaza.